Hello cuties and ghouls, it is Heather, and I wanted to apologize in advance for any weird background noise you might hear, like dogs barking. It's a little loud here in the house today, but I still wanted to sit down and chat with you guys and catch up because I have been pretty absent from this channel for the past year or so, and there are many very good reasons for that. And sometimes in life you have to do what is good and healthy for you, even whenever you have a bunch of people criticizing you and wanting you to do the exact opposite. Sometimes you gotta choose yourself, and I chose myself and my life. And YouTube was not a big priority anymore. I had to let it go for a while, but I always wanted to return, and I've had enough time to find myself again and to figure out what exactly my passions are in life, and now I'm ready to share that with the world, and I'm ready to go on this whole new adventure with you guys. So if you're a longtime viewer, hello, I'm glad you're still here. And if you're a new viewer, this video might be a little bit confusing for you, and if you want to watch a different video, I totally understand, but if you want to stick around, maybe you can learn something from my personal journey that you can apply to your own life. Maybe this video will motivate you to finally break out of that box that others have shoved you in. Because honestly, it's not very comfortable, is it? Because you're not made to fit in a box. You're made to do awesome things. Nobody should fit into a box. We all have a wide range of interests, and we all have passions, and I just don't feel like we should limit ourselves. So anyway, that's like a little ramble to start this video off. If you follow me on Instagram at Heather Explores, then you guys know I ramble on Instagram every day. I know it's not like the best habit, but I realized as I was rambling on Instagram, I was like, you know what? I need to just start grabbing my camera and talking to people again, because I just ramble on my phone when I could be, you know, vlogging and sharing things again. It's time that I get back in the habit of that, because so much has changed over this past year, and I have so much to share with you guys and catch you up on, so let's do this. So if you're a longtime viewer of mine, many people were deeply disappointed in me and disgusted by me whenever I changed up my content and I broke out of my shell, and people viewed it as a very negative thing, that I was troubled, that I was sick, that I needed to get help, and that's why, you know, I changed my clothing style and the types of content I wanted to make. And what people didn't know was that my old life was very dark, very dark. It was not even a life. I truly thought that was the end of my life, and that there was no way forward, there was no future for me, that I would never amount to anything, and my entire life was, the only places I ever got to go were to thrift stores, to buy things, to make videos. So basically I was a hoarder for a living. And then I would walk the same lap around my apartment complex every day. And I would just look up at the sky, and I had all of these ideas in my head of adventure and so much I wanted to do. And I would just walk around and take cell phone pictures and I hated my life. I hated it. But all people saw was color and sparkles and glitter. So I must be happy, right? They didn't know all the pain I was hiding. They didn't know what was going on in my life, all the abusive people around me, people that were highly controlling of me. Everybody in my life had a motive for being close to me. And it was such a sick and disturbing time in my life. And as I broke out of that, the online reaction was very bad. And people were constantly saying that I was crazy, that I needed to see a doctor for wanting to do all this. And I had to constantly validate myself and stand up for myself and explain myself. And I got to a point where it was just so toxic for my life. And here I was starting my life over. I was free. I had finally gotten out of there. I finally had potential. I always had potential, but I finally had the means to manifest that potential. And, you know, I wasn't going to let all these negative people just suck me dry anymore. I decided that rather than constantly fighting these people, I was gonna just turn it off. So I did. I just quit making content and I went into this little exile I was in, and I started taking pictures. And I'm looking at my camera right now because to me, this camera is my power. And I know it's dangerous to depend on things like that, but this camera has absolutely changed my life, and there's so much poured into it. So much. I have a totally different life now. I work almost full time. You know, I'm trying to get as many hours as I can. They're finally really picking up. Along with that, like, I drive on adventures almost every day, guys, every day. I went from having to take the same lap around my apartment complex every day because I couldn't drive, I couldn't go anywhere. I had to depend on someone else, and if they were in the mood to take me anywhere, to now, I wake up on a day off, I get dressed up, and I go on adventures. I pick something on Google that's like 2 hours away, that has limited photos. I don't even know what to expect, and I say, Heather, you're gonna be brave, and you're gonna drive 2 hours away by yourself, and you're gonna go to this location, and you're gonna get some pictures, and you're gonna bring something to people who are a little bit shut in themselves. You're gonna take people on adventures with your photos. And I get to do that now. And more than that, this camera for me gives me the chance to interpret for others what my heart sees, what I see when I look at something. See, I feel like it's so difficult for me to explain to people like why I love this shit. Like, I don't view this as some dark, depressing thing. Like, to me, this is a beautiful relic, like, left behind from people of another time. Like, it's cool, it's interesting. And I just see this magic in old places and old things. I see magic. It's not dark or scary or evil or anything like that. And I wanted to show people the magic I see with my photos. So now I finally have an outlet for everything that's been in my head for so long. I finally have the ability to manifest something, to create an art piece. I was never good at drawing, but I was so creative and artsy, and I wanted to like share something. I had this image in my head and I wanted to share it, but I couldn't draw. And now I can just take a picture of something. And honestly, it's like, it's amazing because this is more than just a photo of something. This is a photo from an adventure I went on. So not only did I get the chance to make art, but I made an experience. And I'm all about collecting experiences now. So yes, I still have objects, a small hoard of special objects, but I don't have to consistently buy things for happiness and fulfillment and to keep everybody else happy. Like, now I'll get these little things on my adventures and I take care of them, but to me, like, they're very meaningful objects. But a majority of my life is spent collecting memories. I spend my money on gas money rather than souvenirs from places. And that is the best. It's so cool to drive off on an adventure to a place I never thought I'd see, and to get myself there and to be standing there like looking at that thing that I saw on the internet for so many years and going, wow, I made it here. I got myself here. I can't believe I did this. And so many people said I'd never be able to do this sort of thing. So many people said I'd never be able to hold a job, that I'd never have a car I bought myself, that I'd never be able to drive. And I just continue to prove everyone wrong by doing things that I know are healthy for me. I feel like you just have to quit listening to the fucking naysayers and start doing what you know is good for you. And I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that I chose me and that I chose health and happiness and that I chose to bring joy to my life. I'm not sorry for that. I actually bought myself a new pair of boots recently, and I was gonna sit down and film a boot review today, but I just felt like it was time to get more personal on this channel again, because I haven't really done that. And I feel like if I'm gonna be spending a lot of time talking to this camera again, it's time that I started doing that. So anyway, I just got these new boots, and honestly, I live in jeans and boots, denim and boots, that's my thing. And I'm so excited to fill these boots with memories of adventures, to get them dirty. I already went on a big adventure in these guys the other day. I drove an hour and a half to some cemetery in like a really bad area and that was kind of scary, and I walked around and took pictures, and then after that I went to this national park and I had to navigate my way over all these rocks and roots and things, and then I took pictures of wildflowers and of this incredible waterfall and little river, and oh my gosh, it was incredible. And so that was a good way to wear these boots, and I wasn't expecting there to be that much hiking and walking and rough terrain, but man, these Doc Martens Calms, like, they held up for it. And so I'll be doing a boot review after a couple more adventures in these, because I just want to like really test these before I review them for you guys. But I basically live in these. I live in my boots and my jeans, and I'm always crawling around on the ground taking photos. So that's what I do. I seek out strange and interesting old places, and I take pictures of them and I upload them every single day to Instagram. And I feel like, you know, whenever I race home from work and I sit down at my computer and I start editing, that's kind of like my therapy time. Each edit I put a different feeling into, I put a different memory, I put a different experience, and it's so nice to have that. Like, I don't come home and watch, you know, a movie or anything like that. I come home and I start editing, or as soon as I'm off work, I'm out taking pictures. Like, I'm very big on chasing my passions, and I now devote my life to my passions. And there's a reason I brought that up. So the truth is that I'm single, and I've come to accept that I'm probably gonna be single for a while, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing, because I feel like even though I am such a positive person, like, I'm always trying to lift up everybody around me, I am someone that never loses faith, I feel like I'm kind of starting to lose faith in love. The only guy I ever truly loved with every little piece of me, I would have done anything for him. I loved him with all my heart, and he hates me. He absolutely hates me. And that is something that really changed my perspective on things. And I've come to realize, between that and just how people have treated me that have gotten close to me, I need to protect my energy, and I need to protect this heart of mine. And rather than becoming a cold-hearted person who tries not to have feelings or anything like that, I've come to realize that a healthy and safe way for me to express my feelings and my heart is to do photography, because I feel like you have to have some heart to take pictures if you want to pour emotion into them. So my photography gives me a safe way to be me, to feel something, to express my feelings. And it's just been wonderful to be able to feel like a person again, and to just not listen to what people say about me anymore because they're wrong. As for love, after my gigantic falling out with that person I loved so much, I tried dating other people, and it just never worked out. I just didn't feel the same magic with them, and then the ones that like I let myself get attached to and I was like, I love him, you know, they ended up dumping me after a few weeks or months, and I was just left as the only one hurting from that. So I've come to realize that I have to be very guarded with my heart, that I know it's something special, and that I need to really, really save it for that right person. So as a result, I am single. And I used to take it as a bad thing. I used to take it as a, why am I not enough? Like, what is it gonna take for me to be girlfriend material for someone? But then I came to realize I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. It's just the universe wants me to wait for someone who's healthy for me. And the universe, I truly feel, wants me to be on a self-love journey, that I can be my own partner, or my camera can be my partner, that I don't have to depend on someone else to be happy. But it really hurts because I'm a loving being and I want to love someone, but I have yet to find someone that wants to return it. It's so messed up. So I'm just kind of trying to take this solitude and the very solitary life I live as a positive. I'm pretty much always by myself. I'm just always alone taking pictures in some graveyard somewhere. And that's, I guess, another reason why I want to come back to YouTube, because I feel like with the vlog camera I have, I'm actually gonna show you guys that I have my Explore bag here. My vlog camera will give me the chance to connect with others on my adventures. So I won't really have to feel like I'm adventuring alone. I'm taking you guys out there with me, and this is my vlog camera. This is what we're gonna be filming on. This is the Canon M50. I'm currently filming this video on the Canon 80D. I actually have the kit lens on at the moment. But that camera's gonna be very busy taking pictures, so I bought another vlog camera. This is the M50, like I said, and it's a great little camera, and I really like this thing because, okay, so it's in one of my camera bags, but there's an adapter, so I can use my good lenses with this camera, which is really exciting. So it just helps me to be more creative and have more options. So I have not really built much of a relationship with this camera yet, so I'm excited. Hello, camera. You know me, and we're gonna be spending a lot of time together. So it's time. It's time that, you know, I start a diary of my adventures, and it's time, guys. I'm gonna be talking to y'all through this, and it's gonna be cool. So I have a lot planned, and I'm feeling very hopeful. This is a weird time in my life because despite everything that's going on in this world, I found a way to keep myself happy. You know, there was an old woman I was talking to at work, and she said to me, "Don't you find it difficult to be happy these days?" And that hit me because this woman's over 70, and you gotta think of all the things that have happened in the past 70 years. I mean, just dark, terrible things. And she thinks that, and in her opinion, now is a very hard time to be happy. So it really makes me wonder. But I told her, I said, well, I do my photography, and no matter where I'm at, that adds a little bit of light. And I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so what's weird about this time in my life is that, like, I'm finally able to manifest everything I've always wanted. And I have so much power for the first time in my life. And my life is finally on my terms. And so it's time to get to creating. It's time to reclaim this YouTube channel and make content again and spend time with you guys again outside of Instagram. And it's time to capture who I was at 30 years old. And you know what? Despite heartache and everything else that has gone on like in this past year, this has been the best damn year of my life. I fly down the highway now, my music playing, I'm singing along to it, I have my camera in the passenger seat, and I'm on an adventure to a place I've never been to. And it's thrilling. It's so freeing. It feels so damn good. So yeah, we dealt with a lot of things this year. But for me personally, I feel like I finally found something that no matter what's going on, I can still smile about. And that is a big deal. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all the heartache. I'm grateful for the people that betrayed me. I'm grateful for the people that hurt me. I'm grateful for living my old life, because if I hadn't, I don't know if I would appreciate where I am now, and I don't know if I would value myself enough to you know, set healthy boundaries and to really value my time, because in the past I wasted a lot of time, and now I don't have to waste time anymore. I get to do things with my time, and so every day is progress. You know, I'll work all day and then I come home and I take pictures, and so between making money and getting like new things out there and creating, like I finally feel like fulfilled, and it's wonderful. It's so wonderful, so damn wonderful, guys. So anyway, that's where I'm at in my life. My name is Heather Steele. I am 30 years old and I'm an explorer, photographer, and I am going to be taking you guys to strange and interesting places, and it's going to be awesome. So that's my reintroduction. Just wanted to catch up with you guys. I'm sorry to the people that don't like videos of me talking about myself, but I promise you guys that I'm doing it for the right reasons, and that I just wanted to say that if you're stuck in your life, if that little box that the world has put you in is starting to get really uncomfortable, I wanted you to know it's time to push out of that box, to break it, to burn it, to whatever you gotta do to get out of it. It's your time to do that. And you have the courage and strength to do that, and no one can hold you back for very long. So if you are unhappy with your life, fuck the critics. Fuck what anybody's gonna say about it. If you're unhappy in your life, now is your time to spread your wings and to make it better. I don't care what anyone has to say about me anymore. I've come to accept that I'm misunderstood and people are misinformed and they're gonna say what they want. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want. And my life gets better the more it's on my terms. It gets better and better. So do what's right for you, do what's healthy for you, forget what people say. Okay guys, that's all for this ramble. I'm back. I'm so back. I have some great stuff planned for this channel. I have a video scheduled with a place that's going to be very interesting, I think, that you guys have requested. I have reviews I want to catch up on, and of course we're going to get out there and explore this world. I'm going to take you guys to strange and interesting places, and it's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be so freaking good. So freaking good, especially now fall's coming. Fall is a surreal time for me because my new life started last fall, and it's amazing how this year just went by like this. And I can't snap my fingers, by the way. That's my dry working hands you guys hear. But I look at where I was last fall, and it's surreal how far I've come, and I'm just so happy. Even on days where I cry on Instagram, I'm still happy. I'm still fucking happy. So if you've been following all this time, thank you. Thank you for not being one of the judgy people or controlling people, or thank you for being someone that respected my boundaries and respected and supported me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to the few people that believed in me and this crazy idea I had. Thank you. Alright everyone, that is all for today's video. I have to get to bed soon because I have to work in the morning, so I have to go meal prep and everything. I pack healthy lunches every day, and so I need to go do that, but I just wanted to say hi. That is my way of saying hi in a half an hour. Okay guys, I love you all so, so much, and I will see you guys soon with some fun, exciting content. I'm so excited. I have it all figured out, and I can't wait. Alright guys, bye for now. For me, this is more than just something I do for YouTube. This truly fulfills me in a way like nothing ever has. And I'm just so happy that I get the chance to do this with you guys today.